Hey everyone, this is Pele, and I'm going to show you how to do Shroud puzzles without a solver today. I'm going to show you how to do the 4x4 puzzle, the circular puzzle, the symmetrical 3x3, the non-symmetrical 3x3, and the 5x5. Okay, so we're going to start with the 4x4. The first thing you do is you pick a side that you're going to start with. We're going to start on the left side right here. You hit the tiles adjacent to the unlit tiles in the first row, so like that and that, right? So you get the first row lit up, and then you keep doing this for each row. So for the second row, we hit there and there. And for the third row, we hit here, here, and here, and then it's solved. Okay, so now we're going to do this circular puzzle, and the first thing you have to do is work the puzzle lights around until you have one that's unlit like that. Then from there, you skip the one next to it and go 1, 2, skip the next one, 1, 2, then skip, and then it's solved. For the 3x3, the first thing you have to do is solve up using the method we used in the 4x4. You start at the bottom, and you hit there, there, and there. And now you see the top is symmetrical, so we use the method of just solving down in the same way we did the 4x4, but in the opposite direction, like that. So now for a non-symmetrical 3x3, the first thing you also do is you solve up from the bottom, like we did in the last one. But now you see at the top how the top is not symmetrical. So from this point you hit both corners on the top row, and then you solve down, like that. The 5x5 is much more complex than any of the other puzzles we've done, but the first thing you do is you solve up from the bottom like we've done in the other puzzles. And this is when it gets different. The first instance of the 5x5 is when after solving up, the first 3 are unlit, and the second 2 are lit on the top row. What you do for this is you hit the fourth one right there, and then you solve down like we've done before. The second instance of the 5x5 is after solving up, the first one's unlit, then lit, unlit, unlit, lit. And for this one, you hit the first one, and then you solve down. The third instance of the 5x5 is when after solving up, the first one's unlit, and the last one's unlit, and the 3 in the middle are lit. What you do for this one is you hit the first and second, and then you solve down. The fourth instance of the 5x5 is when after solving up, you have the first 2 unlit, the third lit, and the fourth and fifth unlit. What you do for this one is you hit the center one, and then you solve down. The fifth instance of the 5x5 is when after solving up, you have the first, third, and fifth lit with the second and fourth unlit. What you do for this one is you hit the first, second, and third one, and then you solve down. The sixth instance for the 5x5 is when you solve up, and you have the first 2 lit, and the third, fourth, and fifth unlit. What you do for this one is you hit the second one, and then you solve down. The seventh and final instance for the 5x5 is when after solving up, you have the first and fourth lit, the second, third, and fifth unlit. What you do for this one is you hit the fifth one, and then you solve down.